Good day and welcome back to Horsemanship 101 again. And today I want to talk about something that I actually did a video on this a number of years ago, but it wasn't as extensive as I want to do today. And it's one of those topics that probably should get covered a little more often because not many people talk about it. But I have read a few articles on the subject that made me want to do this video. And in fact, one of the many articles I've read on it, I think I'm going to put a link to it in the description. And it's a link to a blog written by somebody, and it's on the subject, and it tells a true story. And I know most of the people involved, or I'll know of them. I don't know them personally, but I know who they are. And as far as I know, it's a true story too. So it's a good story, a perfect example of what I'm going to talk about today, because what I want to talk about is don't let the horse win. And you will hear that a lot. You'll hear don't let the horse win. And a lot of people have made comments recently that this is a rather outdated concept. It doesn't apply anymore. And, for various reasons, it's just a rotten idea. Now, I'm not entirely convinced that's true. I think it's one of those things, it's our perception of what winning is. It's like I say with a lot of things, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And that's what I want to talk about is, when it comes to letting the horse win, are we really winning or not? I think that you really have to win. It's very important to win for a number of reasons, but how you go about it, now that's the key. You see, the story that you will find in the blog that I'm going to put a link to, it entails somebody doing something, and he's getting some flack from some old school horsemen there that really thought he was letting that horse win. And they weren't too cool. But in the end, in fact, I think even the person who wrote this blog didn't really quite realize that in the end, he did win. But he did it his own way, on his terms. And, well, the horse didn't even realize he was winning. The horse thought he was getting his way. But in fact, the guy on the horse, he got his way. So in the end, he won. But it wasn't a fight, because you're not going to win a fight. Any one of these horses here, if I get into a tug of war with them, I'm not going to win. Not a chance. So, getting into a fight with a horse, there's no point. I don't stand a chance if, for example, I had a trailer in here and I was trying to trailer load him, and I start off 5 feet away from the trailer, and all of a sudden the horse decides to run back. Well, a lot of people say, well, don't let him win. Well, actually, I'm not going to. But I'm not going to get into a tug of war with him because I don't stand a chance. I won't win that. But I can win by keeping the pressure on. And I can go with the horse and keep just a light pressure on the halter until the horse finally stops and then decides to take a step forward. And when it takes a step forward, I'll release the pressure. I won. We might be further away from that trailer than we were when we started, but I won. So it's all there's a perception of, you can't let the horse win. And I think it's actually a very dangerous one, because particularly if you're riding the horse and you're forcing it to do something it doesn't want to do, there's various reasons why it doesn't want to do it. The one in the story, it had actually figured out that was darn hard work going that way. It didn't want to do it. So it didn't, that was its issue. And it had figured out how to unload its rider so it didn't have to. But a lot of cases, the horse is worried, it's concerned, it doesn't understand, and you're trying to force an already worried horse to do something that it says, no way, man, that's a bad idea. And the end result, if you're riding, it could be quite catastrophic. It could be really, really bad. You can, to the point where you can have a horse flip over and land on top of you. That's not what you want. I'm about safety. I want to do things a safer way. But at the same time, I don't want the horse to win. But in a lot of those cases, you shouldn't be there in the first place, and you'll have a lot of riding instructors teaching you, push them through, make them do it, show them who's boss, don't let the horse win. Bad idea. Don't listen to those people. Give you another example here. That's why this guy's right here, right in front of me, because he's part of this story I want to give an example to, because he's generally a pretty good-natured guy. He's not too hard to work with at all, but he's got a lot of old habits that we still got to work out of him. And one of them is when you try and ride him out of the yard, he really doesn't want to go anywhere. He'd much rather just stay here and hang around with his buddies and just be a horse, because that's what horses do, and I don't blame him. So should I let him win, or should I make him go? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to win, but I'm not going to make him go. And here's how it works. See, if he gets to the gate and doesn't want to leave the yard, fine. I'm going to let him turn around and go back to where he wants to go. Now, a lot of people say, hey, you're letting the horse win, but I've seen what happens when his owner tries riding him out, and they get into a fight the minute they get out of the gate. And, well, they think they're winning because they get him to go where they want him to go, but in the end, no, they haven't accomplished a thing. They really haven't won because he still wants to be somewhere else, and that's where the problem arises, is he wants to be somewhere else. I think these two actually like each other. But that's the problem, is he still wants to be, in the end, you might think you've won, but you haven't really. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him go wherever he wants to and then put him to work. Kind of like the guy in this story that you're going to read. And pretty soon, he's going to ride out of the yard on Holy Spring because it's going to be his idea. Now, he's getting what he wants. He thinks he's winning, but in fact, I'm getting what I want, so I won. I didn't get into a fight with him, but I still won. So, there's a lot of things like that, different, concepts where, it's a lot of it's a perceptive of what's winning and how do you get to that point of, where you're winning. I still don't think you should let the horse win, but perhaps how we go about it is where the problem is. The concept of not letting the horse win, I think that's still a sound concept, but I think how we go about it is horribly, horribly wrong. And I think that, forcing a horse to do things that it doesn't want to do is just going to end up disastrously, especially if you're on the horse at the time. That's just a recipe for disaster. If you start forcing a worried horse to do things that it really doesn't want to do, bad things happen. And another guy in an article, he said that, once the horse gets to that state, the way he explained it made perfect sense too, is once the horse gets into that state, where it's basically freaking out and panicking, and it stopped learning. So even if you do sort of call it winning, that horse hasn't learned a thing, and you haven't accomplished anything, and you're no better off than you were before. And the goal of doing anything is so that the horse learns and improves, and that's what you want to do. That's where you're actually doing the winning, is when the horse learns something. Like I said, with the scenario with the trailer, it's like at the end of it all, I might end up a whole lot further away from that trailer than I was in the beginning. But if that horse takes one step forward, that's progress, that's a win. So does it look like I won? I didn't get the horse in the trailer, but actually I did. So, it's a lot of it is your perception on what is winning and how you go about it. So, it's like I've said in other videos, it's not so much what you do, it's how you do it. So the concept of letting the horse win, I still think the notion is a good one. You should not let the horse win, but how we go about it and our perception of winning, I think that's where we need some major, major adjustments, because either we're in a state where the horse isn't learning at all, or we're going to end up getting hurt, or all kinds of bad things are going to happen. So what's winning? How do you go about it? That's where the thing, that's where it's all at. That's where the solution lies in our perception of what winning is and how we go about getting there. So take the time to read the blog. The story in there is great. It's an excellent example of he was almost lynched by a couple old horsemen that thought he was just doing it all wrong because he was letting the horse win. But in the end, he got the horse to do what they couldn't get him to do by letting him win. No, not really. Chewy won because he got the horse to do what he wanted to do. So he didn't let the horse, he didn't let the horse win. He just went about it a completely different way, and he still won in the end. So that's my point, and I think that was a great story. I've heard heard it a few times. That's why I thought, I'll throw it in the blog here, or throw the blog in the description here. You read the link, click on it, read the story. It won't take you horribly long, and it's an excellent example of just a new way of thinking. And actually, it's not horribly new, but it's an alternative way of thinking compared to some of the conventional training ideas and notions that people have. And he let the horse win, but no, in the end, he still won. That's what it's all about. And nobody got hurt, and it all worked out good. Have a good day.